Greetings, Boo Believers and Scream Hearts.
Hey, let me say my line. Hey, Scream Hearts.
Look what I found. Look what the cat dragged in.
I know. It's been a while.
It's been a minute since Steph Infection has been here.
You buried me in that grave. I've been digging myself out.
Yeah. Well, now you're back. And welcome to a special Deadsville Horror Talk. Oh, and there's my check on the... volume is working.
This is the second time I'm saying this tonight. Some things never.
No, that's on purpose now because I like to make sure that the audio is working.
As you should.
I totally, now my mistake is now my double checking that the audio is going through on the phone. So I'm
all right. I'll give you that.
I cover my mistakes well.
I'll give you that one. Okay.
Ghosty8993, hi, from Twitch. Watch any good horror movies recently? We did. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about Lisa Frankenstein very soon. So stay tuned. We're going to get into we're going to do spoiler free first.
Spoiler free. We'll give you the rundown and
we'll let you know our thoughts without giving anything away. And then we'll give you a big notice before we start talking spoilers. And from there, you will either want to pause it if you haven't seen the movie yet and don't want anything spoiled, or if you've seen it, that's when you can jump into the chat too and give your spoilers. We could dig deeper into spoilers together. We can have this whole chat digging deeper section tonight, but don't give spoilers until we say so, please.
Yes, don't.
We're going to do our spoiler-free section first, and we don't want anybody having the movie spoiled for them. So
we all dig deep together.
Yes. Ghosty says, just finished watching When Evil Lurks, and
I haven't seen that.
it's a Spanish horror movie.
Yeah.
Lots of gore, and I turned it on. I made the mistake of starting to watch that one
with subtitles.
Well, it has subtitles, but I started watching it while I was eating.
Oh, this is the movie.
And like the very first scene is so nasty with like pus and boils on a person. And it was so gross. I was like, I can't watch and eat this at the same time. I have to turn this off. I have to stop this. I'm trying to eat my dinner. So I stopped it and I have to go back at some point. So Ghosty, did you like When Evil Lurks? I hear good things. A lot of people had it on their list last year.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I remember watching the trailer and I wanted to watch it, but
yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. So, all right, well, we're gonna talk about Lisa Frankenstein. It's one that I've talked about on my live streams daily for the last couple weeks, and we hyped it up pretty good, and we watched the trailers, and
a lot.
Yeah, we watched the trailers a bunch.
I thought it was going to be a totally different movie from the trailer.
I kind of did too. I definitely did. We'll get into all of that. So first, we must ask you to do the thing and like, subscribe, follow, ding the bell, all that stuff wherever you're watching or listening. Hey, Brittany, checking in. Hello.
Hey, girl.
And Ghosty comments that best of 2023 they felt When Evil Lurks was.
Oh,
and I did see that for a lot of people that had it.
Yeah, I haven't given it.
A lot of people really liked it, so I do want to go back to it.
Just not when you're eating.
Not when I'm eating. Yeah. Definitely not when I'm eating.
I can watch pretty much anything while I'm eating, especially with my job. But plus, no.
Yeah. There's like boils like popping and stuff.
Because stuff like that
away,
gives me like smell
super,
vibes.
Yes,
like I can smell the TV.
And I was trying to eat. Ghostly asks, was Lisa Frankenstein a dark comedy? Yes, it was. It was a dark comedy. It's an 80s comedy. The real quick rundown on it. Why don't you read the synopsis, Steph?
All right, so let's get into it. Lisa Frankenstein is a coming-of-age love story about a teenager and her crush who happens to be a corpse. After a set of horrific circumstances brings him back to life, the two embark on a journey to find love, happiness, and a few missing body parts.
Yes,
that's good. They run it. This was directed by Zelda Williams, which this was her first
Yeah, we're gonna back. Sorry, I want
Oh.
to watch. Yeah, well, we can watch the trailer. We could do this
Oh,
stuff
we can
now.
do this.
Yeah, we're
That's
picture in picture right now.
Oh my
in
gosh!
case
See,
you-
this is the first
in
time
case
I'm
you can't
in
tell.
with this new.
Steph isn't. This is Steph's first time on Restream. Look at us, picture in picture over here
I
with
know.
our background looking all cool and the chat on the side.
I know the trailers are really small, especially if you're watching on the phone. But
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I could blow it up a little bit. I believe in our window here.
we should work on that.
No, watch.
Let's see. Let's see.
A little bit bigger. Spotlight. Bear with us here a second,
That
folks.
didn't look too different.
No, that's definitely bigger. Look how big that is.
That's
It's way bigger than this. Look.
That's what she said. Yes. No, I meant these two.
Oh yeah, look at us down there now. Okay.
Yeah, I think for trailers you should do that.
Yeah, that works a little better. It'll give you a bigger trailer to look at, guys. All right, and girls, and they and thems.
Oh my god.
Hey man, we gotta be inclusive. All right, we're gonna watch the trailer for Lisa Frankenstein, PG-13, 2024, dark comedy.
Are you hot for anyone? Lisa! Does he have more of a basketball bod or a football bod? He doesn't play sports. I tend to disagree. I'll talk to him. I wish I was with you. That's really weird, Lisa.
You hear that? I'm sure it's the girl next door. She's very odd.
Your hand? I can't believe you're here.
Do you like music?
I have the cure.
Ooh.
Oh, not that kind of cure. They can't make you better. I mean, they can, but like emotionally. No, don't cry. Your tears smell so bad. Send it back. No? I love it. It's not really my style.
Lisa looks good.
She could probably even do pageants if she had congeniality. Your daughter is a little psycho. I open my clothes home to an ungrateful little. I want to help you, but Taffy says it's a waste of time to try and fix a boy. It's better just accept a guy's flaws. Oh, that's so cute. I have an idea. There are bad people out there. Come on, Lisa.
It'll feel good.
That hand is going to do terrible things.
You are being admitted.
Inpatient. Lockdown. I could get the clink for life or the electric chair, but I don't want to die a virgin. You know anything about the disappearance of the student? I'm not making any more comments. You can talk to my lawyer. Really hope this goth phase ends soon.
All right, so written by Diablo Cody, who gave us Jennifer's Body, and directed by Zelda Williams, who is
Robin Williams' daughter.
Robin Williams, the great Robin Williams' daughter, and this is her directorial debut. We talk a little bit about that. She's done music videos.
You looked into it more.
I was listening to another podcast where they were talking a bit about her. That's why this thing has a very music video vibe to it. There's the colors. There's a very, the way the music's used. I mean, there's the use of the neon, like, there's a lot of the movie where there's like pink neon, like.
Yeah, but it's the
lighting.
80s.
Yeah, I know, but
didn't get
don't
music
feel like
video
there was
vibes
I
at all.
definitely felt some music video vibes in
It
there.
would be a slow music video.
Matt Zane's checking in on Facebook. A well-timed "That's What She Said" is always appreciated.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Matt.
I'm good at that.
Yes. And Matt chimes in and says the humor has the same kind of vibe as Deathgasm. It does. let's give our spoiler-free review here, I guess, and then we can talk about the cast.
Sure. Yeah. My review is it's not what I expected. I think that a lot of the humor in this is in the trailer, and it seems like a little bit more fast-paced from the trailer than it actually is. It was slower than I thought. Halfway through, I was like, things weren't matching up, and I thought that I didn't like it. And then by the end, I liked it. And I might quote it for the rest of my life. I don't know how I feel about this movie. I think I got to give it like another shot, but I think I expected more than what I got. I think overall it's okay to wait until it's streaming. I think it's a fun movie. I was laughing, but it was more of like uncomfortable laughing. Like, I cannot believe they just did that, and that came out of nowhere. I feel embarrassed for them kind of laughing. Certain writing things, I was like, I was like, ooh, I don't understand how we got here. But it's weird. I've never had a movie where I was like, I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this. And then I was like, oh, I like that. like the last act of it, I was like, I actually like this. And I hope there's a second one. So it gave me weird, I don't know, back and forth vibes. But yeah, I liked it. It's good, but not great. Not,
okay.
It's kind of my, I don't know. I was really confused when I left that theater. I think I made a post. I was like, well, that was a movie. I don't know how I feel about it.
All right. Are you done? Can I go now?
Says the man that talks so much.
Hey, I do this every day for an hour, so.
I know.
I liked it a lot, but I also kind of went in expecting something a little different. I got huge John Hughes vibes from this, like the old 16 Candles movies, like Better Off Dead, like the old John Cusack movies. I really got like they were going for that mixed with like that neon 80s music video thing. So I really dug the aesthetic. There were a lot of, it's a really dark comedy. And I felt like, I thought like from the trailer, I guess they showed some of the better jokes in the trailer because I was just expecting to have a few more laugh out loud moments, I guess.
Same.
I wasn't disappointed at all. I thought it was super cute. I thought everything was very, it was well done. The pacing could have been picked up a little bit here and there. But again, first time director. And yeah, I mean, the 80s, the whole 80s vibe, you just kind of got to go with a lot of stuff that you're going to run into with like, I mean, you just got to accept the fact that lightning can reanimate the dead. It just happens in the 80s. That's just the way it sends people back in time. It reanimates the dead. It just does.
Compared to like Totally Killer, I was like, oh, Totally Killer's better.
Oh yeah, Totally Killer is like
so
laugh
funny.
out loud funny.
That was so much
This is going to appeal to goth girls, I feel like, and people
it's
with
like
a dark
Tim
sense
Burton,
of humor.
If Tim Burton did 16 Candles.
Yeah, it's pretty much that kind of that's what it feels like. I think there might have been more laughing though if Tim Burton did 16
absolutely
Candles.
would have
Like
been
I feel
more
like this was funny, but it wasn't like ha 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 funny. It was just like, huh, yeah. That's funny.
I swear, we didn't see it together, but I swear to you, at moments I was like, oh my God. Like I was laughing from uncomfort.
Yeah, there was that in there.
It was just like, I don't know, it was weird.
So TJ says, it's a long horror comedy Madonna music video. And I definitely got Madonna music video vibes from it as well.
Yeah,
and we'll get into some of that stuff more.
I love
felt
the
like
clothes.
They did a really great job with recreating the 80s, with making it feel like authentic to the 80s.
Sure.
The actors, let's talk about the actors because I don't want to get too much more into it. I give this a thumbs up. I say go see it in the theater. When I saw it, there was only a couple other people. We went to a matinee on a Sunday, and if you go and see it with a packed theater and maybe there might be a little more laughter at some of the stuff.
No, I was in a completely packed theater.
Huh. All right.
Actually, there was a couple times there was people yelling, "What did they just do? Did they just do what I think?"
Yeah, but in the 80s you would do like weird.
Some guy came back to the bathroom at one point and was like, wait, what? How are we here? And then like they were being very loud, and everyone was like laughing at them talking about it because when he explained it out loud, it was that ridiculous. Like there's just parts of this I'm like, how did we get here? Like I think that the writing would have been better if the writing was a little bit better. It would have been more comedic. Like it was like, oh, we're here, and now we're here, and now we're here, and now we're there, and then you're like, oh.
I don't want to get too much more into the writing and stuff until we until we
it.
do the spoiler thing. So
This is a non-spoiler.
I know,
version
but
of
I
that,
want to talk about writing with the spoiler stuff. So let's do cast now, and then we can warn people that the spoilers are coming. So if they haven't seen it, they can bail. But let's talk about our cast.
So our main girl, Catherine Newton, Lisa. She's from Freaky.
Yeah, I love Catherine Newton. She's popping up a lot now. She's doing a lot of horror stuff, which is awesome. I love that she embraces the genre. A lot of times you get actresses who use horror because they just take a paycheck and they're just like, and then they go, they move on in their career and to real movies. And, that she doesn't seem like that type. She seems
could see
like
her doing a superhero movie.
Oh no, I know superhero movie and stuff. Yeah. No, but I don't mean like that. I mean not her moving on to, when I say real movies, I mean like drama.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be in a Martin Scorsese drama piece, or the next boring ass Christopher Nolan yawn fest, or one of these fucking boring ass dramatic movies there that the directors complain that nobody goes to see them because nobody wants to pay $20 for a ticket to watch drama when we live it every fucking day anymore. Exactly. I think that I don't see her as the kind of she might go do a superhero movie because that's another fun actiony thing to do.
That's a great way to put it. That's why I don't like drama. I never knew why. Because I deal with it every day.
Why am I going to pay to watch drama when I fucking I live it every day? I don't need that stuff. If I'm paying $20 of my hard-earned money, I want explosions or like a gore fest, or I want to laugh my ass off. I want to have fun. I don't want to sit there and be depressed and watch some like character study or some like divorced couple going through reconciling their marriage. Jesus Christ.
I used to enjoy these until I went through marriage, divorce, kids, and now I'm like, nope. I don't want to watch SVU anymore.
Right? Yeah, see? That's why it's called escapism, because you want to escape all the drama of mundane daily life. So your escape is horror or superhero. But that's what I get the impression from Catherine Newton, that she embraces horror, and she's not one of these actresses that really wants to, that's good, that would be like, horror's below me, blow me.
Let's see where she is next year. We'll see. But I do.
But she's been doing them for years now.
Yeah,
like Freaky was awesome, and she's done a few other ones.
Yeah.
So, and she's probably the most recognizable, aside from Carla Gugino, I guess, who's the veteran in this cast.
Yeah.
Who is awesome as the stepmother, and this had a lot of like 80s. There was like some Cinderella in here with the evil stepmom kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she played a good one. I have to say the stepsister, Liza Soberano. Yeah. She plays Taffy. I loved her.
Yeah,
I thought awesome. she was like one of those. She's like a Valley girl, cheerleader, the popular girl. She's the stepsister that has the weird goth stepsister, and you would think that at some point a mean side of her is going to come out, and she's just sweet as pie the whole time.
What I liked about her character was that she wasn't sweet as pie though. Her intentions were sweet as pie, but if you notice, she was saying some insulting stuff, but she doesn't realize it because innocent. She was raised by her mother. Yeah. Like there's this whole dynamic between, like you could tell, like she is such a good-hearted person. That's why I really liked.
That's why I liked.
But then she would say something like when she says it's in the trailer. She says that line, she could do pageants if it wasn't for if she had congeniality.
Yes,
and it's like she thinks that she's being complimentary, and it's like an insult.
But she was just like kind-hearted, like wanted to embrace her weird sister.
No, and totally like she is super nice, but when she says, like, it's almost every line you can tell she means so
like a
well,
backhanded compliment, she doesn't.
And it's because she's been raised by this bitchy mom who is just a total narcissist. And we'll get to her. Oh man, when she's listening to the tape, oh my God, that was cracking me up too.
The tape.
She's listening to this self-help tape about how to deal with narcissists.
Oh, yes.
The mother, and
Yes.
she's just sitting there like, and I'm just like, oh my God, you fucking narcissist.
Yes, I know. And then she eats, that's when she eats the thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're treading on.
I know.
So
That's you. That's
I
you.
know. I'm sorry. So we had Carla Gugino, we had the stepsister. And then we had, who our main actor, what was his name? Cole Sprouse.
The creature? That's what they have him as?
Yes. The creature.
Oh, I mean, he had a name, though.
He was like
Didn't
a
he?
Frankenstein, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
but
He was like
I
something.
guess they
don't
didn't
know.
have a name. He's
But
just a
Cole
creature.
Sprouse is from Riverdale, CW's Riverdale, the Archie show. And he plays our creature in this who comes back to life. And I don't know if this is necessarily a spoiler. He doesn't really talk through the whole movie until the very end.
Yeah.
And he does a really good job. Like, he's really good emoting and just acting physically, even through like the makeup and stuff that he has on. He does a really good job, man. He's,
Yeah, you can read his expressions and his body language very well.
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
You know exactly. Who is he as friend on Friends? Oh, he played Ben Geller at one point. That's right.
I don't know who that is.
Ross's little
Friends.
son. That's right. In the older years. That's his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. You're too calm for Friends.
I'm way too cool for Friends. I'm going to read a couple comments here. We got Brittany. I think for sure it's one that'll grow on people. I was like that a bit with Repo, the genetic opera. And the more time went on, the more it grew on me. Now it's a cult classic. Jesse said something about that too the other day, that Lisa Frankenstein will probably be a cult classic. And also he didn't like Lisa.
Actually, well, I just have to say, me and Jesse were going back and forth, and I was like warning people that we were having spoilers. I was like, do not read our comment thread, because he was like, I cannot believe that I felt the same way when he saw my post, and we were going back and forth. And then that's where he said, he's like, this is going to probably be a cult classic because we both have to go watch it again.
Anthony Noble says, I still want to feel this. I still want to see this flick.
That's what she said.
Jumping ahead. Ghostly chimed in, says, feels like an MTV movie. And yes, I definitely got that kind of vibe too. Like it would have been like like definitely felt like one of those 2000s MTV movies.
Yes.
I definitely got that vibe. That's a good call,
That's
Ghostly.
a good call, yeah.
I definitely got that vibe.
Yeah, I worked for MTV for a little bit.
That's right, Steph Infection. Matt Zanes, that's how I feel when people tell me to watch Shameless. I guess when we were talking about the about drama, about watching drama.
What?
Shameless has a lot of drama in it.
It's
like over the top,
comedy.
ridiculous drama, comedy and stuff. But it is a lot of drama. I mean, if you live in a crazy family, you could be doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, I never finished Shameless.
TJ says, replying to Anthony Noble, worth at least one watch.
Yeah, definitely.
And Matt
Definitely
Zanes,
worth
Nick
the
Cage didn't have one line in Willy's Wonderland. It was odd. Yeah, I enjoyed that one too, Matt Zanes. We had a couple where we didn't have lines.
Willy's Wonderland, I think the only reason I liked it was because it was Nick Cage. I actually did not like the movie. We've talked about this before.
I liked it for two reasons. One, because I've been waiting so long for a Freddy's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I was so disappointed with the Banana Splits movie that by the time Willy's Wonderland came out, I was just like, Nick Cage is killing fucking robots.
I know.
And I was
so
in.
It
It
was fine, but it's not something I want to ever rewatch. Like,
I might put it on the background and just watch him trash some robots.
Yeah, you're a little weird. So.
All right. So no, and then we watched, there was another movie we watched last year that made both of our top 10 lists where there was no dialogue. No One Will Help You. No One Will Save You.
No One Will save you.
No One Will Save you. It was an alien invasion movie. One line the entire movie towards the very end. And it was also a really good alien invasion, kind of home invasion movie. Definitely had issues, but a fun one, very well done. And the fact that no lines the entire movie, not just the one character, no lines the entire movie by any character until the very end. There's one line,
and there's multiple like humans.
There's
an
humans,
alien
there's
thing,
aliens,
but
it's a worldwide alien invasion, and you only get the one little bit of dialogue. So it was very ambitious, and it did a good job following through. So,
agree.
Let's see. TJ says Willy Wonderland is my son's favorite movie.
Sorry, Haven.
See, look at that.
Well,
Trashing the kid's favorite movie.
Listen, it's I didn't trash it. I just said it was fine. I think the only reason I actually liked it though was because it was Nick Cage. Like I was cheering him on. But if it was any other actor, I would have been like, this is crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump to our screen share here because we will go look at Rotten Tomatoes. Make sure you guys chime in on your Lisa Frankenstein thoughts. Liked it, hated it, agree with what we're saying here, agree with the critics. We're going to look at the critics' scores real quick on Rotten Tomatoes. The tomatometer, 51%. The critics out of 150 reviews. Wow, I'm kind of surprised that's that low. I expected the critics' ratings to be higher.
No, I'm not. This actually makes total sense to me because they're critiquing everything from the writing to everything. Like,
yeah, I get it, but
people liked corny and fun and just the idea.
Yeah,
of the
but
movie.
I feel like a lot of these jokes might have gone over the audience's head if they didn't grow up goth in that era. I feel like for
that
a lot of them.
makes sense to me.
That's why I feel like the critics might have gotten a lot more of this. Hey, all right, 82% from the audience. I'm not going to argue it. I'm going to read a couple of the reviews here though, so we'll get a couple of them in here.
Yeah.
Here's one of the bad ones from top critic Christy Lemire said, "It's not Heather's."
Oh, God. No, it's not.
Sergio Burstein. It succeeds with us having a good time and is capable of withstanding more than one viewing.
I only want to see it again so I can see if I actually liked it or not. Because I'm not sure.
Lauren Coates from the Chicago Reader. Though it may struggle to balance tone, Lisa Frankenstein is a crass, unapologetic love letter to the horrors of teenage girlhood, spearheaded by an electric turn from Catherine Newton.
God, Alexis Dunn saying he can't comment on the stream.
Tim Cogshell giving it the rotten says these filmmakers seem to be making fun of those people from the 80s, and that kind of bugged me. This just doesn't hold up very well, and it's not directed all that tightly either. All right, man, it's her first direction. It's her directorial debut.
Yeah, I think she did a decent job. I'm curious how much of the script was actually followed because I like the direction of it. Mm-hmm. I think the writing I had more of a problem with in certain parts. I mean, both. It was a little wonky in both, but I don't know.
Well, I got another one here. It's a movie made by someone who clearly loves the irreverence and aesthetics of Tim Burton, the oblong austerity of Barry Sonnenfeld, the wacky studio comedy vibes of Penelope Spheris, and the buoyant campiness of Joel Schumacher. Fair enough. It's amusing enough and features several standout performances, but the editing is so inert that it kills the pacing more than it should. Interesting.
Wait, read that. Say that again.
It's amusing enough and features several standout performances, but the editing is so inert that it kills the pacing more than it should.
That's my issue.
And I think that could be a little bit to do with it too, because I also recently...
Slow and so
well, that's why I said there were a couple pacing issues as well.
Yeah, but I think even like there, we'll get into it later, but I have problems with specific spots that are in my head on the writing, the direction, and the editing. Like it's just, I was like, slow, that shouldn't have happened after this, and how did we get here?
I get it.
And now I just have to accept it. I move on. Because
that's 80s movies, because that's what you just got to be like, okay.
No, but.
Because I blinked for a second, and all of a sudden he walked in and is a big blob, and I was like, wait. Because so let's get to spoilers.
This is in the trailer, so we can say this. She's just like, oh, hey, like running from him, and then she's like, oh, you're that guy. Oh, never.
Yeah, but let's give our spoiler warning now. We're gonna go spoilers now, folks.
We have to.
We have to. If you haven't seen Willy's Wonderland, Willy's Wonderland. Sorry, if you haven't seen, I see people are commenting on Willy's Wonderland still. If you haven't seen Lisa Frankenstein, now is the time to dip out and go check it out, and come back and
dip
listen.
out. You're so cool with the kids.
Nobody says dip out anymore. That was like a 2000s thing.
That's my point.
90s. I'm trying to Lisa Frankenstein it here. Come on, nostalgia.
Go back further.
You got to bounce.
Oh God.
Looks like Joe was able to finally get in. Jay Oakley also checking in. What's up, fellas? Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get into the spoilers now, guys and gals, of Lisa Frankenstein. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want it spoiled, then feel free to, what's the 80s term for?
I don't know. I'm like
Make like a tree and leave.
I just made that meme the other day.
Don't have a cow, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking-
You gotta say, make like a tree and get out of here.
Make like the wind and blow. And if you don't mind spoilers and you haven't seen it, stick around. But if you have seen it, we're going to start
I'm
digging
gonna be
deeper.
honest. It's not gonna ruin anything. I don't think.
No,
There's like a
you
couple
know what
of.
this movie's about, but
They show the entire thing in the trailer. Like you know, pretty much.
Joe said Lexi won't take him with her to the movie.
Oh.
See Lisa Frankenstein.
Wow. She better. You just
Yeah.
got her that adorable little squishmallow. she called me crying today over.
Oh, look, I could put a ticker up. I didn't even realize I could do that. Wow. It's awesome. Look at that. I can add more to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, bear with us. We're digging on Restream here. Ready?
We're digging deeper on everything.
Camera 2. Steph's big face.
Oh my God, it is my
look at his big face.
Look at his head.
That's why I'm way
Look at
back
this
here.
man's head.
So my head looks smaller in perspective, and you have a giant face.
So as big as my giant back.
No, it's definitely not. Have you ripped the posters down yet with your giant back?
Can you get this off of me?
You ripped my posters over here with her giant Sasquatch back. Silverback Sasquatch.
Oh my God.
All right, go back to this front view where you have a normal size face.
It's a lot smaller than yours.
Yes, well now we can see that with your tiny little face. All right.
Sometimes I just want to like squish your face.
Yeah, there's plenty of times I just want to squish your face. Don't get me started. All right, we're getting into spoilers.
What are we
believers.
doing?
Let's do this. We're doing spoilers.
And what are we doing?
What do you mean? What are we doing?
What am I breaking out?
Oh, we're breaking out the shovels. Yay! We haven't broken out shovels in a while. 'Cause we're gonna dig deeper. Oh, falling in the hole. All right, that's a big enough hole.
I know, we usually have a card and everything.
Yeah, well, we're going live.
I know,
This is
but
a
we
whole
had to-
live on the spur of the moment thing to keep your
Yes, and-
skills sharp.
No scaring. I'm good, luck.
No editing. There's no bloopers. I mean, bloopers are live. There's
I'm good
plenty of
with
bloopers, but
Yeah.
yes.
I'm good with that.
All right, let's get to Lisa Frankenstein. Oh no, we're back to Nick Cage again, says Anthony Noble. This guy hates him some Nick Cage. I don't get it. He blames Anna C. He came on earlier when I was on live and he was like, it's Anna C's fault.
Dude, it is. I remember when this all went down. It is. Didn't she send you some stuff, Anthony, with Nick Cage face on it?
He said he kept getting Nick Cage in his feed because she kept sharing stuff on his timeline.
Yes.
With Nick Cage.
And she was gonna buy him something.
So there's if you ever want to prank a friend, figure out what they hate and then post a bunch of it to their Facebook page and then they'll get it in their feed. The algorithm will just fuck them right in the ass with it.
Ooh,
Sorry. That was a little graphic.
it's really harsh.
That's what you get here when you're live. Woo!
No, you will not be getting
Yeah, Anthony says, yep, then it blew up in my ads.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's
Yeah, he
good.
started getting ads for all Nick Cage stuff and
Oh,
underwear with Nick Cage's face on it.
well, I'm posting some stuff on your wall.
Ah, God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn, why does this always backfire on me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Spoilers. TJ said, best part, the flying dick.
It really was.
I'll be honest, I didn't realize it was a dick. I thought
How
it was a
did you
foot. I
not?
was like, what did he just cut off?
It was a perfect penis with balls. Like what you actually
know.
draw.
It was
like
a
when you're
si-
drawing.
Well, first of all, you didn't see it. You saw the silhouette,
oh, I
the
knew.
shadow of it fly.
You
and
knew
it just
exactly
looked like a, I don't know, like a,
Did you have your glasses on?
why would I have my glasses on in a movie theater? I'm nearsighted. I'm not like, I need them to read, not to.
I know, but it was very obvious. Like as soon as when he went in, first off, I knew, I was like, oh, he's cutting off his dick. And you see it flying, I was like, oh my God, and there's balls attached to it. It was so ridiculous.
Yep. And that was fun. That was a fun part. That was a very fun part. But we're going to back it up because there's so much that we have to get to, starting with the.
Okay, my biggest thing. The whole beginning was like fine. It was slow. I like the slow kind of Tim Burton vibes, and we're getting to know the characters.
Well, yeah, we get to know the family dynamic. We find out Lisa's mom was murdered by an axe murderer in front of her. So Lisa's very morbid.
Yes, and my biggest issue was we have like a type A stepmom, the cheerleader stepsister that was raised by this, narcissistic mom. The dad just doesn't care what anyone does. He's like, oh no. So we get this dynamic. My issue was she's going to the cemetery and she's kind of, and that was all cool. Lightning strikes us at some point. Let's just get to what actually happens. He comes to life. He finds her because the day before she says, I wish I was with you. Now, he busts through the window and she's screaming. Her mother literally was killed by an axe murderer. So she's running and screaming. This was very funny where the neighbors are watching her and they're like, oh, she's odd. I found all of this funny. What I didn't find funny is they go in, and I made a very mental note of this is how the dialogue actually happened. He comes into the room and she goes, okay, well, if you're going to stay in here, nobody can see you. And then a couple lines later, she goes, oh, it's you. And I was like, you just invited this strange man covered in mud to stay in your room, and then you realize that he's the corpse? Like, why did that happen before the other line? That's where I was like, that's an issue for me. Yeah. You don't just invite some crazy mud-covered man to stay in your room just because you don't want anyone to see him. Nobody can see you. And then she was like, oh, it's you.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
So, that was my, that whole, that's a big issue for me with this. And that's what kind of, when I got in there, I kind of was like, that's how we're doing this. I was very much expecting like weird science kind of
wanting to do something
set up, like her like being infatuated with this guy, and she brings this body back to life. Not she wishes she was dead, and
that
lightning strikes, and all of a sudden he just comes back to life, like Lisa Frankenstein. Like, I get the name because she's like she's replacing the body parts that he's missing throughout the movie, and using the tanning bed, the electricity to from the storms and all that to rejuvenate him each time. And I dug all that. I dug the tanning bed use. That was really cool. Did you notice the Kiss of Life was the name of the company, the tanning bed?
I did not.
There's the Kiss of Life, like Tanner 3000 or something like that. Yeah. Very, very cool, subtle little things. It was like little things like that were really good. It was the writing, like for stuff like that, the dark humor, the jokes in there, the stuff like we saw in the trailer, where she's like, oh yeah, Taffy says it's useless to try and fix a boy. You should just accept his thoughts. Like that was really good writing, but
it wasn't delivered.
They showed you that in the trailer, so you kind of already knew that was coming.
I feel like even like when they were talking, she was like overly talking and bubbly, where she didn't talk to anyone else. So that was the whole point. Like he couldn't talk. She wasn't talking to anyone after her mom died. So she finally had somebody that she could talk to. Right. And there was like comedy in it, but I just felt like so many missed opportunities with this movie that
well, you got to realize it's the first time director, and I mean, sorry, Diablo Cody doesn't. I was trying to flick that out.
Okay.
Diablo Cody. I mean, Jennifer's Body was a good movie, and dark humor, and eventually a cult classic that people
didn't necessarily like in the beginning.
Yeah, when it first hit, it took a couple viewings, I guess, to
I think this is one of those. I get it. I thought, and we were discussing this earlier, I thought it was going to be like she loved him, she raised him up from the grave, like you were saying, and then they were going to go on this like murderous, like we're in love the whole time. They're not in love the whole time.
No, that was also like a thing that threw me as well. The whole.
I was like, oh, they're just friendly, and she's just. And it,
But then that was also the part of it that reminded me most of 16 Candles. That's where I got the super John Hughes vibes, was this whole, but that's why it also didn't totally make sense for this all to be going, happening.
I know you brought up Ducky, but I'm like, well, she didn't end up with Ducky. So it was like, not really.
But that whole, the best friend pining for the girl, and the girl has that guy right there, and she's looking for the she's interested in like the popular the other dude.
There's
popular guy.
The underlining message is like
but that was very much like
guy.
Ducky, though.
Yes, but kind of.
They don't have to end up together at the end.
But she's trying to help him. He's her friend. He's there. He's literally killing people who upset her in life. The guy that groped her stepmother, other people. And at the end, she thinks that she's going to go sleep with this other guy and realizes, oh, you've been doing all this for me. I love you. Like, just like that. That was another thing. I was like, wait, what? You literally were telling him his tears smelled like disgusting yesterday, and now all of a sudden you love him and you want him to have sex with you with his Frankenwiener.
Frankenwiener sex.
What the
yes.
hell? I mean, she did get the guy that she was originally going to sleep with.
She got his dick. Yeah, she got that D.
She got that.
She definitely got that D. So, all right. What else do we like in there? Dislike? Yeah, I like
the actual ending too. Because I'm like, how do you know she's gonna just be raised back to life? Like, how did you know that?
Because it's 80s magic.
How did you
lightning.
know? So we could just do that with anyone?
It's 80s magical lightning. That's how it works. It's 88 gigawatts.
Giga. You said giga.
Is that what it was? Gigawatts?
Isn't it gigawatts?
I don't know. I would
88 miles per hour. 1 point
1 point something.
No, it is gigawatts.
Gigawatts, yeah.
It just sounded weird.
Yeah, whatever.
Is it? I don't know. The flux capacitor. Yeah. I guess lightning and electricity
does everything in the 80s. You just need a little lightning in the 80s and you're good. And miracles happen. Miracles. Justin chimes in. It's Jigga. See?
Thank you. I sounded so weird to me when he said it. I was like, no, you're right. You're right.
Gigawatts.
Yeah. I was like, anyway.
What else? The kills were okay. Like, it was mostly like, they would cut something off camera and it would spray up, and there wasn't any brutal kills. The makeup was really good though for the corpse as he was like going through the stages of being reanimated again. That was cool.
Yes.
I liked they did a really good job with the makeup on Cole Sprouse. I also liked there was a lot of fun parts in it. It was a super cute movie. Like, I really walked away with like that warm fuzzy feeling.
But I didn't get it until the end.
Definitely, because I was a little confused.
The very end.
There were other parts. So no, I really like the scene where she's trying to fight. She makes him do the whole fucking, because that's like a classic scene, is the wardrobe, the montage of trying on the outfits. I really like that he threw an outfit at her, and at first she's like, nah, it's not my style. He's like, no, you're gonna wear it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she's the hot goth girl in school, and her tone, that was like a switch, where her confidence came out.
She was trying to
more,
hide herself before and what she was wearing, and then he gave her that confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was very. I like that. I
loved all of her outfits.
And again, I liked her. I think the pacing could have been better, and I think if they would have just added a couple more really funny jokes, and maybe it's just the timing on some of these jokes that was off.
I think it's the timing and little things it's like, oh, here's this, and I thought there was going to be something that happened that an actual scene that puts him, other than him just showing up.
Right.
And then I was like, okay.
Yeah, that whole thing where he just shows up.
Then he just drove a car. He just drove a car. Did that not piss you off? I was like, he's just driving a car. And I know that you have to be you have to let things go in movies. However, I'm like, This guy was from what, the 1800s? He's not just getting into a god, or 1600s, probably 15. I don't know it got into a car and just knew everything. She hopped in and was like, go here, go there. Like, there wasn't even that moment of like even in 16 Candles, when what's his name got behind it, he was like almost dropping the transmission because he was trying to like drive a car and they're going. There was none of that. He just knew how to drive. Just knew. Things like that. I'm like, God, I don't know.
That's the 80s movies for you. It just happens. All right, Maddie says, I actually didn't realize it was Cole Sprouse until the very end when he was fully alive. The makeup was that good.
Oh, yeah. He looked hideous halfway through the movie. And then...
Yeah, as he was coming together, it was... and
then he had those handsome cheekbones. And,
yeah, he was quite the dashing fellow.
Yeah, not my cup of tea, but yeah, he looked better than a corpse.
That's for sure. All right. Anything else we want to add here?
I don't know, man.
You didn't like the ending?
Yeah, things just got... I've never had a movie like give me this many mixed feelings. I hated parts. Like, I was like, that's dumb. And then I was like uncomfortably laughing to the point of liking the humor that I might use these lines later in life. Like you're using it like I do with Seinfeld and Mean Girls. And and at the end, I was like, oh, this is cute. However, at the end, at the last 5 minutes, it's like, oh my God, we love each other. Oh my God, I'm going to kill myself. Oh my God, you have to bring me back to life. I was like, whoa, why couldn't we have a little bit of build up to that where they have like, I don't know, like a uncomfortable romantic time, not him using a vibrator on her. Like, I was like, that wasn't even like the romantic. It
was funny though, the back massager scene where they're like massaging each other's backs. At a point, I forget what. And later on, they did the callback to it because she's all depressed, and he's like, he just pulls it out.
She goes, you can use that other places. But I was like, even that, yes, we've all had sex with like friends or whatever, but like, I don't know. This is a guy just came out of a grave. Like, I think I would have liked the ending more if there was little moments of like, that romance, like rom-com where they catch each other's eye or he says something or he brushes her. Like, it would have felt more natural.
Yeah, there was no chemistry between the two of them through the whole movie until the very end when he finally gets a penis.
I think when you...
And she's like, oh, you got a penis now?
Like, oh, you got the guy that I wanted to sleep with penis?
We got you a working penis now. Let's do this. Saddle up, cowboy.
And I don't know if there's supposed to be humor in that, but I found it very unsettling when I was like, oh, okay, now we're in love. Now we're
a little forced.
Doing like a Romeo and Juliet and killing ourselves. And he's crying and like the next scene and the father and the sister are at the grave and you see the sister looking at the tombstone and making eyes and they walk away and they zoom in and it says beloved wife. And I'm like, the dad didn't notice that? Why wouldn't she say anything out loud? Why are they it was uncomfortable. Do you notice they were showing her eyes so
looking
much?
At it. Looking at it.
I was like, okay, I thought it was going to be something completely different or something that maybe the dad would notice. I don't know. There was just weird parts in this that I was like, I don't know how I feel. I still don't know how I feel about this movie. I have to watch it again.
Well, let me ask this, and maybe somebody out there. Steph, Anna checking in. Anna O says, Steph and Ronin, I'd see this. Looks super cute. Let me ask you, are there really bachelor cemeteries? Is that a thing? Is that really a thing? Is that something just made up for this movie? Is that like if a dude died as a bachelor? Google that
Let's
shit.
Go to the
Googler. Whip out your Googler, Steph Infection. You're gonna go to your giant head Googling. Look at it. Look at the giant head Googling. It's the giant Googler.
I'm looking at you. Stop.
That's just Wow. Okay, Bachelor's Grove, Illinois.
The cemetery is called Bachelor's Grove. Let's see, Wikipedia.
Number of ghost stories. Wow, look at that. So is that what it's?
It
Is
might
that
be
really
based
what it's
off of.
based off of? There's really a Bachelor's Grove cemetery.
Get it off my face.
All right, sorry,
The land
it's on
of
your face.
the land surrounding Bachelor's Grove.
That's really interesting. Huh. I guarantee you Diablo Cody knows about this.
Well, this says a family named Batchelder were known to be living in the area. So it could be that it's not necessarily all bachelors.
Right.
But it could have been the
name was Bachelor.
Yeah.
Bachelor. Interesting. All right.
No, because I bet you if you were an old maid or a mistress of any kind, you were getting burned at the stake. So you're gonna get in your own cemetery.
Justin, our buddy, checking in. I'm really enjoying having Deadsville Hard Talk back. The banner is fantastic. Yes, Justin, we're back. Don't blame me. I'm always here.
Hey, listen, January was tough, and first 2 weeks of February, we'll be back at it. All right, we promise you. Okay, I see.
I gotta go out and recruit new fear leaders like this Gotharella diva chick
I know.
who's driving me insane.
She's giving me a run for my money,
Mhm.
and she's very she's just a drama queen.
Yeah.
She's in my messages every day. She's asking me to pick out all the green M&Ms and send her those and.
Well, luckily the guys seem to like her, so hopefully she's worth all the trouble. We'll see.
Shave her back?
Hey, right. As you shave her back.
She did too.
She did not.
I got the receipts.
You don't have no receipts. You're fucking full of receipts.
I am. I do our taxes.
Her name's Lisa Swallows, too. That was like a joke in the 80s.
Swallows, yes.
Swallows. That's like a name from an old movie or something.
It's something. I felt like it seems very familiar, but I didn't get the reference. Does anyone know what that was?
Well, it was a joke. There was a name. It was like she swallows. Duh. Look, as you swallow water. There you go. Stephanie Swallows. Yes. Spitzer Swallows. Yes.
I get that, but that was an 80s thing. I feel like that's just like a forever guys think they're funny thing.
I don't know. I don't think they were. I don't know if that was in the 50s. They were like, yeah, Spitzer Swallows. Yeah. In the 20s, Al Capone out there like, yeah, but these bitches spit a swallow, see? No, I don't think they were doing then. I think it probably came around in the 80s.
It probably did. You're fucking right. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, the 80s were the best.
Yeah, of course the 80s were the best. Duh.
Yeah. They were the best. Damn, that's funny.
Oh, man. Let's see. A bolt of green lightning strikes the grave after Lisa leaves the ground, and the young man brought back to life as a lovesick zombie.
And then poof, he's just there.
He's just there.
He's just there.
Lisa confronts the creature who admits he loves her. She finally sees this, and they leave the cemetery after throwing a police officer into a grave. That's right. That
was so fun. That was a really fun. It's in the trailer, though. I felt like all the parts that we liked were in the trailer.
There's a lot of it in the trailer.
Which is fine. It didn't ruin it. It just was, seemed more fast paced.
Lisa attaches Michael's groin to the creature so that they can have sex.
They call that a groin?
Yeah, with the police zeroing in on Lisa and now fully accepting death, she has the creature electrocute her in the tanning bed where she conducts her experiments. Afterwards, he puts it on the highest setting and causes Lisa to burn to death.
Yeah, and then she's covered in bandages at the end. But did you notice her face looked pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Her face looked pretty.
He probably got her a new face.
No, it was her face. Okay. Get you a new face.
Let's see. All right.
Do we want a little trivia?
Yeah, let's do some trivia there.
Yeah, because one almost brought me to tears.
Oh man.
So in the final scene, it says a character, but I think it's a creature, right? Or is it just a character? A character is wearing rainbow suspenders, and it was a reference to Mork, like Mork and Mindy.
Yeah, it is.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I love that. And I
Yeah.
watched Mork and Mindy growing up, and
Very cool for her dad. Zelda Williams threw that in there, so that was very cool. A little shout out.
When Lisa's stepmother, Janet, returns home, Lisa exclaims, "Damn it, Janet!" A reference to a song of the same name featured in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I didn't even think of that.
Interesting.
Let's see. What's another one? I didn't read this before, but
Yeah.
there are two police officers in the film, Officer John and Officer Waters. An obvious nod to John Waters.
Camp John Waters.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Lisa says that her favorite film director is Pabst. She's referring to G.W. Pabst, an Austrian director who directed films from 1923 to 1956. I don't know what that means.
He was an Austrian director who directed movies from.
I guess somebody.
He's an old director.
But is it like a?
G.W. Pabst. He's like an old.
Oh, that she likes some stuff from the past.
She likes
That's what
old
she
black
said.
and white movies. Yes, old.
I got you. The title of a parody of graphic design company Lisa Frank, and then what? The title is a parody. Oh, Get Out. They named this after Lisa Frank. That was all of us girls' obsession in the 80s and early 90s, and the Mary Shelley novel Frankenstein. So they put those two together.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, though. I kept thinking Lisa Frank the whole time because she's coming back. Set in the same universe as Jennifer's Body.
Yep.
Let's see. That one's too. Oh,
There we go.
Hey!
Here's the USA, where the film is set, does not have a tradition of burying unmarried or bachelor deceased in separate sections of a graveyard or cemetery. There is a famous Bachelor's Grove Cemetery outside of Chicago, Illinois, which was founded in 1844. However, the cemetery contains married and unmarried deceased of both genders, and the name is derived from a German family name, Batchelder.
That's what we just read.
Yes, the USA does not have the tradition of burying.
No, and I didn't
bachelors.
think so.
So it's not a real thing here in the U.S. Is it overseas? Maybe. That's weird.
I don't know.
Look, there's a Kiss of Life tanning bed
I
sticker.
just saw that. Yeah.
I called it out.
Cole Sprouse, who plays the creature or Frankenstein's monster in Lisa Frankenstein, also played Julian Frankenstein McGrath in Big Daddy. So he's the kid in Big Daddy,
Oh,
and
shit.
he says, "Call me Frankenstein."
Yeah, wow. I didn't realize that was the same kid from Big Daddy.
Yeah, because
Wow.
and he
Yep.
was in Friends. Yes. Oh my God. But he wants to be known as Frankenstein. That's kind of weird. Do you think that's just a coincidence? Because you don't just cast somebody from one thing in a movie one
That's a really
time
good
that they said-
coincidence.
I think that's
for
that
sure.
has
It's a
to
really
be
good coincidence. The movie takes place in 1989. Fuddruckers, they mention.
Yes, I remember Fuddruckers.
Andrew Levitt, better known as the drag queen Nina West, released a song titled Lisa Frankenstein in 2019. It is unknown if the film's title was inspired by the song. Interesting.
Very interesting.
All right. Well, there you have it, Boo Believers.
Yeah.
The
All right.
full rundown.
What are our final thoughts?
Let's check in on the chat first before we get out of here.
Oh yeah, the chat. I'm not used to the chat. I like this new setup. Do you guys like talking with us when we do this? I like this.
That better not have been Gotharella clapping cheeks in that reel, Anthony Noble says. Oh, wouldn't you like to know, Anthony? My back's not that tattooed.
I need those cheeks. I did not
those
say that
cheeks
out loud.
Gotharella is like Shanae, only goth. Yes, exactly. She's very much like Shanae, but goth. She's goth Shanae.
Martin.
Lisa Frank was the first thing Justin Seelig thought.
Yeah,
Anthony
I did
says,
too.
it would have been a totally different movie if it was Anne Frankenstein.
Oh, instead of hiding in a closet,
Oh, yeah, that would have been rough.
there may have been an
Joe
attic.
says, love it. And thank you. Good night. All right. That's going to do it for us tonight, Boo Believers. Thanks for tuning in.
Do you like having me back?
Yeah, I guess I kind of missed you a little bit. Gets lonely doing these every day by myself.
No, and your voice just...
Believe me, I hate listening to myself talk, but somebody's got to do this shit. Fuck. Otherwise, we don't have a fucking company. So. I tried to get other people. Nobody else wants to fucking do it. I'm trying to get other fucking
I'm here.
newscasters and other people that come read the news and do this stuff. I just got to do it all myself. People suck. People are unreliable. I just do it all myself.
Hey, but if you want to come join us, don't listen to this guy. Come join us.
Yep. We've also figured out on Restream here, we can add Jesse Zito is connected. Hopefully Johnny Thunder will get connected because we would like to do roundtable, have more people joining.
I like this.
Yeah, if they get live stream, you can just add them. Look, just by doing this right here, so invite guests, click, and I can just invite whoever I want. Send them. I can invite up to 10 people.
Oh my God. You know he's excited when his voice gets that high.
Woo!
Look at it.
Brittany says, on my way.
Seriously, we could have you on. I feel like we could have guests. We could do stuff.
Yeah. Restream is free to use and stream with if you want to look into it. The only time you have to pay for it is if you want to upgrade. Like they let you stream to 2 different sites, streaming platforms.
So you do Facebook
and YouTube or something.
Okay.
But then I got the paid for, because with the paid for version you can also do
I see.
HD, and we have Kick and Twitch, and we actually had some people on Kick and Twitch. Yeah, Twitch was
Twitch is a big one.
Yeah,
People like Twitch.
We had
somebody.
We had Spooky or
Ghost?
Ghosty. Yeah.
Ghosty something, yeah.
Ghosty was in there.
Yeah.
And they were in the chat. I don't see the chat over here, though. There's nothing in that chat, but they were in. Oh, look, we got a follower. Woo!
Thank you. We got 1 dollar.
Yay.
All
Everybody
right.
checking in, and nothing on any of the other ones.
That's cool, though.
No, we try and focus on Facebook, like we've said.
That's our demographic, and we love all you.
That's where we get the best interaction is on Facebook. So you guys chat it up on Facebook. We got 9. Yeah, we got a couple others checking in. So we got 7 on Facebook, a couple more elsewhere. So thank you if you're on Kick or Twitch or YouTube watching and checking in. Thank you all. And of course, all of our Boo Believers and Scream Hearts on Facebook. Mwah! Scream Hearts!
Oh, I gotta be in Stay Spooky.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Well, you just did my sign off. So
I do that all day long anyway, every day. Anytime someone sends stars, they get a Steph Infection.
I know.
Impersonation.
You just want to be me.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just want to be Steph Infection.
You just want to prance around and say,
it was all that. It was all the fishnets. That's what it was.
I know.
Put fishnets on me one time, and now I just want to be Steph Infection.
It's so true. So true.
All right. Well, shall we wrap it up?
Yeah.
What else should we tell the folks?
Well, we have.
Brittany, they call it Boob Believers. I love when the captions call us Boob Believers instead of Boo Believers.
When does it do that?
There must be auto-generated captions. You can turn them on or off on your individual
the
phone.
Captions, yes.
Yeah.
Like
it'll
my
automatically
name's
caption
always
it.
butchered and
Yeah.
stuff.
It messes them up.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, Boob Believers.
No. We love boobs.
Yeah, we're big on boobs. All sizes of boobs. Big boobs, little boobs.
Yep.
All boobs.
All boobs.
TJ, we do believe in boobs. We do. I believe in boobs. All right. Yeah, keep an eye out. Make sure you go check out the latest reels on my page. There's a few. I've been cranking out the content, folks. Make sure you like and share that shit. Yeah, watch videos, replays, put them on in the background with the sound down if my voice annoys you, just to help us push into the algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh, and also like this video.
Please.
Make sure that you hit love or like or haha or whatever, some kind of reaction, because reactions help the algorithm too. And I know we get a ton of comments during the live streams, but people tend to forget to react sometimes. So the reactions help a lot too. So whenever we're live, make sure you hit some reactions for us. It helps a lot. All right.
Yeah, and we're under
yeah.
production right now of it.
Say what?
We're under production of a video.
We're in production, not under production. Okay. If you want to be a professional, you got to get your terminology right. This is the banner they love, right? This is what they tune in for. Okay. We're under production right now, everybody. This is why she is not the spokesperson. You don't let her in the meetings. You know?
It sounded right to me.
We're under production. We're under construction right now. We're in production. I'm not sure which one it is. We're in production on the next music video from Dickie Devil and the Deviants. Oh my God. Stay tuned for that one. And yes, I'm sure something else is under construction right now.
Yeah,
in the infection verse. The infection verse is under construction.
Always.
Oh my God, that was a good one. All right, Brittany says, have a good night, everyone. Catch you tomorrow. Luckily, she caught the under construction.
I didn't die. Whatever. I misspeak all the time.
It was good seeing your face, Brittany said. Oh, was it good seeing her giant face? Yes.
Oh God, this is why I took a break.
Oh, I love B-Cam.
I hate
Best friend. Giant face. Oh. All right. Don't forget also next Monday, if you are in the area, we have the legendary Alex Story and Cancer Slug coming to Bar 13. It's a Monday night, February 26th. If there was ever a show to go to on a Monday fucking night, it was this one. Cancer Slug hasn't been here in over 10 years. You got Dickie Devil and the Deviants here from here in Deadsville, and Dead End Lane from Baltimore, Maryland, both in support. So it's going to be one hell of a show. Doggy Deviant will be there. Steph Infection will be there. Maddie Morningstar will be there. Alyssa Absinthe, I think. Is Alyssa going to be there?
I don't know, actually. We'll have to check in. Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe you'll meet a new fear later.
You will also be able to get the Dickie Devil vinyls there for the first time. I will have in my hand maybe 20 of them. That is all we have. So if you aren't in the area and want one, DM me.
Yeah, like right away.
Like right away. You can PayPal me like $30. That'll cover shipping and everything, and I'll get one out to you. There is not many. So exactly. All right. That's gonna do it, Boo Believers. Look, we cracked double-digit viewers and everything. The longer we stay on, more people come on. That's the thing that that's the thing that sucks is that they tell you I try and keep these to an hour because I feel like any more and people are gonna get sick of hearing my goddamn voice.
And you know what's so weird? I swear when we started, the band stopped. Like that never happens when we're actually setting up and we're not live. Like they just stopped. Usually it's like
Yeah, usually they're going all night over here. Yeah. So
yeah,
we got some viewers though.
Actually, the show Monday, it's going to be 3 bands that have like totally different sounds. I like that. I like when we put shows together like that.
Yeah, definitely. But they're all love songs you could dance to.
Yeah. Like Dick Solid.
That's right.
I don't.
Brittany says, Athena shipped mine out, I think. Can't wait to get mine. Thank you for the support, Brittany, of course. TJ says, I need a vinyl. Yes, we got one here for you, TJ. Yep. All right. that's going to do it.
All
Once again, Daily Booze is only going to be 3 times a week for the next few weeks. I made this announcement earlier. I'll make a post about it. So I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I've got to get back to editing
Yeah.
the sitcom. We have to get that done so that I can get it submitted to festivals for this year, and we can get it out there. So, yeah, we're going to do 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, live discussing all the horror headlines, trailer reactions, and we can talk stunt stories too if you guys want to talk about some of the movies I've worked on. I know George was asking about some stunt stuff earlier today, and I do want to start doing little shorts and giving you guys some little, some funny little anecdotes and shit of my life on set. And I'll spill the tea on some shitty actors who I worked with. And I'll name names. I don't give a fuck about these people. I will name names.
Yeah.
I work for myself at this point. I don't have to worry about kissing ass to be hired by anybody. I'll tell you who was a shitty person on set for sure and who was a sweetheart. And you'll probably be surprised at some of them. All right. That's going to do it. Until Friday. I don't know when you're coming back, Steph Infection, but another 2 months, maybe 2025, February 2025. Maybe get Steph Infection back.
Slide.
We'll
Stop it.
see. Yeah. Anyway,
Is there a movie coming out soon?
there's always movies coming out. Do you not watch Daily Booze? There's so many movies, Steph Infection.
I was busy today.
You're always busy. Anyway, all right, that's gonna do it.
Do something.
Do your little sign off. Ladies first. That's not your sign off. That's my sign off.
All right, bye, Scream Hearts.
Stay spooky.
Ooh.
God. Fucking put the still up there. I'm gonna choke the shit out of you.